Since Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's first story in 1887, there have been thousands of adaptations of Sherlock Holmes, making him perhaps the most adapted fictional character in the world. The BBC television series Sherlock is one of the most recent adaptations. By integrating modern technology into its narrative and form, Sherlock's visual storytelling effectively modernizes the Sherlockian mythos. The forensic gaze of Sherlock Holmes, and in turn his audience, is reinforced through the creative use of written codes and cinematography that mimic digital technology. Visuals in Sherlock support an updated narrative and a view into Sherlock's mind. Written codes, particularly on-screen text, represent information characters view on screens of phones and computers in ways that mimic texting, drop-down menus, and technological interfaces. The uniformity of the white text overlays allow for integration of multiple platforms and screens. More narrative information is represented within the frame through use of these written codes. The expansive power of modern communications technology thus allows for simultaneity of the narrative through multiple plot lines, character relations, critical evidence, and foreshadowing presented within a single frame. Eye-tracking studies of particular scenes have shown that viewers' eyes are constantly led and directed to search for visual cues, particularly drawn to text. Graphics and texts can float into frame in unexpected ways, forcing viewers to scan the frame for important narrative information. This paranoid form of surveillance exists because of the forensic gaze built into the character of Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock's thought processes are presented as intradiegetic written codes. Deductive sequences are rich with on-screen text and visual overlays along with fast cuts and camera movements. These effects highlight clues and often literally spell out the significance of details being observed. They often showcase thoughts prior to or in substitute of his diegetic narration of deductions. Technology is visually and orally integrated in Sherlock's observation and thought. Pop-up appearance of text similar to heads-up displays, manipulation of text on screen, non-diegetic tech noises associated with overlays, and camera movements in the perspective of Sherlock's eyes that emulate scanning and locking onto targets, and in formats like GPS and location tracking. Like a computer analyzing and cataloging data, we observe Sherlock rapidly processing massive influxes of data and details, creating visual summaries upon which he can form deductions. Sherlock represents a transhuman, from his digitally supplemented thoughts to his adept use of technology to solve crimes. In modernizing the Sherlock Holmes mythos, BBC Sherlock once again presents a character that's ahead of everyone else in the room, a man at the cutting edge who represents and foreshadows a future inseparable from technology.